Hello teachers, in this video we are looking at the freshly updated Clear Teachers app. We will look at how we can mark attendance, add assignments, mark the assignments, the exam and grading. Note that the app has been updated to be very compatible with mobile devices so that you can use it on your mobile device comfortably. Let's check it out. Click on the menu button, and this is the new navigation pane. We have the dashboard, the teaching tools, and then the account. Let's start with the teaching tools. Attendance, the second item. Good. Under the attendance, we can view attendance history, and then we can mark a new attendance for the day. We are going to mark a new attendance for the day. Click on the green edit button. Good. We have the dashboard up, and then we have the students record down. We are going to mark the students attendance. Under the attendance, we have P for present, A for absent, L for late, and S for sick. Click on the attendance for each student. I'll click on present, and you can always change it. Good. And instead of marking um instead of marking clicking on the save for each student, you can do that if you are marking attendance for some students. Let's say you have 10 students and you are marking attendance for only 5. Then you can click on the save for each. But in this case, I'm marking attendance for all. I'll just click on the green save floating button to my bottom right. I'll click on that and attendance marked. When I go back and click on the view, I go down and then I can see the attendance record for today, 4th August 2026. If I go ahead to mark attendance again, it will simply overwrite what I have marked for today. Great. Let's move on to the next two, assignments. Go into assignments for the class, and currently I have one assignment. I'm going to add a new assignment or create a new assignment. Scroll up, and then the second button after back button, click on the add the plus button. All right. You enter the assignment name. Assignment 2. Note that the assignment file additional notes can simply be optional. Now this is great if you already marked, if you have already maybe given an assignment outside the app and then you want to add the assignments now for the sake of scoring. Know that you cannot score an assignment, or you cannot score the students on the app if you don't have an associate assignment for them. You can always add a file and an additional note. I'm going to leave this and I'll set it. This is just for a demonstration. Notice that it works out. Then I'll add another assignment. This time I am going to add a file. And I'll just call this assignment 3. I'll add an optional file. It can be any file at all. Great. I will scroll and then I'll add an image file. And then I am going to add a note. Then you set the deadline. I'll set it as tomorrow. and then you can create. And the assignment has been created. Now I am going to mark the assignment. That is the next feature. Let's mark assignment. To mark assignment, I'll use the first button on the second row or the third button. That is the green check to mark an assignment. Awesome. You will set the assignment score, the overall score, and then each student score. Simply say I am marking over 20. This student had 16, and then this student has 18. Now, if I attempt to save this, I get an error, okay, telling me to enter the overall score. Now, instead of adding it individually, I can just apply to all. Now, with this applied, I can go ahead and click on save, and the assignment has been marked. I can go back, and if there's a need for me to edit, I can simply click the fourth button or the second button for row number 2. That's the blue. Good. Then over here, I can reset. Resetting marks will delete all marks from the system, or I can edit. Let's say the first student had 18, or let me say 17 instead of 20. Then I can save. Great. Awesome. Let's go back and let's move to the next feature, which is the exams. Good. I can score an exam or I can view exams grade if I've already marked. I'm going to score the exam. The students are done with the program, with the course, and I want to, they did decide for an exam, and then I want to enter the records. I'll click on the edit, and over here, the exams is set as 100 by default. If it needs to be changed, then you can change it. I'll keep it as 100, and this student scored 90, and this student scored 95. Did very well. And then I'm going to click on the save button. Now the exam score has been saved. If I go back, and view the score, I can click on the button here, and then I have it. Then I can either reset or delete. All right, I am going to change this student. This student had 92 instead of 95. I can edit and then save it. And there you have it. Good. Finally, I can look at the grades. Now, one thing you need to know is that, okay, into the grades, first student had 80.53, and then the second student had 78.67%. So the first student had 80.53%, which is good, and then the second student had 78.67%, which is good. You may be wondering why they had these scores, even though the assignment that I marked and then the exam were good. It is because there was another assignment I'm going to show you. That's the first one, which after being marked, you could see their performance here was average. And that's the reason why. The assignment score totally accounts for 40% of the final grade, whereas exams account for 60%. And the reason why this is done is so that the students will take the assignment as equally as important as the exam. Thank you, and then We are looking forward for your comments. Bye.